welcome back to our final fabulous segment here on CityLine. As you can tell, I have the Trinity on the couch. We are talking about these three artists are here to talk about art at the Armory. So please join me in welcoming Jasmine Iona Brown. Oh my gosh, what a name. Just let that kind of wash over you for a second. You are an artist, and I'm so happy to have you here to talk about what it is you do best. So thank you for saying yes.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. In the middle here, Aisha Qureshi, I got it right. You're also showing some really beautiful work at the Armory, and
Yes.
thank you for being here also.
Thank you.
And then rounding out the couch, Casey Monk, there you are. It's so great to have you on the couch and to have you here to talk about the work that you do as well.
Yeah.
So ladies, shall we jump in?
Yes.
Yes, Jasmine,
Yes.
tell us about your artistic work and what mediums do you work in and what themes do you cover?
I'm a multidisciplinary artist that focuses primarily on public art, murals, and sculptures. And I'm also an arts educator. I started my own nonprofit, Swan Creek Art Academy.
Wow, all right. Swan Creek Art Academy. How
Yes.
long has this academy been attached to you?
It's been a couple of years. After the pandemic, I decided I wanted to go into the space where I'm teaching in more after-school programs.
Yes.
So I'm an after-school program provider.
Oh, I love that, because we all know, and we all can nod at once, after-school programs are always the first programs to get cut when it comes to art, isn't it?
Yes.
And art heals, art teaches, art is everything. Ashiana, what inspired you to become an artist, and how did you discover what your unique style is?
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't really one thing or another. I've always had kind of a creative bone in my body, if
Yes.
you will. So I've dabbled in a bunch of different art forms over the years, but more recently, macrame has really taken the forefront. And it came out of a need of almost stress relief. It really has that meditative mindset for me, and that pride in creating a beautiful piece of art.
When we were in the green room, I want to share with our audience that you had, I don't think you brought it on with you, did you?
I did not.
Okay, that's okay, because I can describe it because it is epically gorgeous.
Thank
A white macrame with a ring on it that is a plant holder, am I
Yes,
correct? And I looked at that and I said, is that macrame? And your eyes lit up like, she knows what macrame is.
Makes me happy.
Boy, do I know what macrame is. Casey, what is the most meaningful or significant piece of art that you've created, and what does it represent to you?
Well, back when I was in elementary school, my mom actually would play The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross. And
yes.
she would record them so that we could go back and paint along with him. And so we did a piece together, and that's probably the most significant piece of art in my life. She passed away in 2018, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
I still have it. It's hanging in my art studio.
I
and
love
I
that.
love it.
And for people who don't know what Bob Ross is, tell them.
He's he's like a landscape painter, and he does these half-hour pieces, and he's just, I don't understand how he's so fast. That's why we recorded them so that we could like pause when we needed to, but yeah, he was really good.
He's good at, and he's also really purposeful and kind. He's
Yeah.
kind of like the Mr. Rogers of painting.
Yes.
That's, when he says, and then you put your brush up to the snow line and wiggle in that snow. I love this man. Jasmine, how do you choose subjects or themes for your artwork in terms of the emotions that you are aiming to convey?
Well, I accept commissions, and a lot of my commissions are memorial pieces, like the Billy Ray Shirley Memorial Sculpture that greets you as you walk into the Eastside Community Center.
Yes.
It's a 6-foot-tall bronze memorial sculpture. And also, I've been commissioned to do various DEI and multicultural and diversity-based sculptures, like for the Spokane libraries. I did a piece called Reading in the Grass, cut metal piece. And my next upcoming big commission is for the city of Sammamish. That's also a DEI sculpture that's going to go outside of their city hall.
How long, let's pick one of those sculptures, and I guess the one that when you walk into East Side Center and see Billy there. How long did it take you from the actual conception of, wow, I think I want to make this, to pulling back the drape, ta-da, it's done?
Well, public art usually has a pretty long timeline.
And here it is.
It's based on the construction of the building,
Yes.
and also the commission. There's a panel usually involved, several iterations, fabricators. I don't have a foundry in my backyard. I had to work with a local foundry, Two Ravens Foundry, to actually cast the piece after I did my sculpting in clay. So there's lots of steps involved. There was the pandemic thrown in the middle of that as well, so there were lots of delays in regards to that. But I was proud to be there to unveil the sculpture in fall of 2021. And Billy Ray's mom was there. Lots of the community members came out. And so it was a really proud moment for me. And I love seeing other people interact with the sculpture whenever I go up to the Eastside Community Center. People touch the outstretched hands. And so it's very moving.
That sculpture is a legacy. And it tells that story so beautifully. Ashiana, do you have any rituals or habits that get you into that creative mindset that Jasmine was talking about, that allows you to create, a macrame house?
Right. Oh, yes. That will be my next project.
That's your next one, right.
Not really rituals or habits. I kind of find that inspiration strikes at different times and places. And I kind of see art in everyday life.
Yes.
So I always have a little something stashed away that I either keep with me or carry around so that I can pull out and create when inspiration strikes.
Yes.
I like that flexibility and the ability to take in inspiration when it happens to come.
And I have to say, of the fiber artists, and I don't want to put you into just that category, but I love fiber and I love fiber artists. Of all the fiber artists we've had on the couch, you are the first one not to bring it on with you and make it as you are speaking to me.
Well, next time, have me back.
Oh, that's a given. That is a given. Because, knit one, purl two, I have to tell you, I can't do this and talk. So I'm in awe of those that can. Casey, tell us about what visitors might expect to see at your booth and other arts at the Armory.
So I'm an illustrator, so I have a lot of pieces that are specifically fantasy themed. I really like witches, and I love drawing fairies and mermaids, and just a whole bunch of different genres. But yeah, mostly fantasy art at my booth. This year I'm adding hobbit holes as well as zodiac hamsters. So the Chinese zodiac in hamster form, though.
Okay, you got some splaining to do. Zodiac hamsters.
Yeah.
Well, first off, here's your booth. It's beautiful. I love this, and those are all the things that we can buy.
Yep.
But let's talk about the Zodiac hamster. Oh, let's talk about this first. This is incredible.
Thank you. Well, the Zodiac hamsters are little hamsters wearing the little costumes. I don't think I gave any examples because I just finished them, but yeah, I'm gonna have stickers as well as posters. And yeah, these are just a number of pieces that I just drew in the past couple years.
I love, and you are so humble. This is just a few pieces that I drew in the past couple of years. You probably could have drawn them in the green room or brought the sketching pad on the couch with you because you're so relaxed about this. So, question for you, Ashiana. What's the best part about sharing your art with the public?
I enjoy every piece I make, kind of create it with love and passion. And to me, seeing the customers, the public, the community have that joy reflected
Yes.
in them. It's that shared experience, and to me, that's the power of art.
Absolutely, yeah. And knowing that I can do what you are doing right now because you have your 10,000 hours in, you've got the tipping point, and you can teach me how to do this. For all three of you, I want to find out, tell me about your favorite piece you'll be offering at Arts in the Armory. And let's go with you first, Miss Jasmine.
Well, I'll be offering an interactive painting activity. So visitors will have a chance to sit down with me and paint a little canvas and get something to take home with them that they created themselves.
Love that.
And that kind of mirrors the free classes that I'll be offering at my art studio, Zenzele Art Studio at 5225 South Tacoma Way. Tacoma Creates funded free art classes.
Duly noted. I love that. Ashiana, what about you?
It is the pattern that you did see in the green room. It is actually, I named some of my patterns after bones in the human body. So that pattern is named the sacrum. It is reminiscent of the flat bones in the sacrum at the bottom of your spine. And so,
And Miss Casey, round us out here.
I did a little drawing of a ballerina dressed in the Tacoma Dome, and it's my first Tacoma themed piece. So
I love that.
it's going to be in stickers, and I'm really excited to share it.
Thank you, all three of you, for what you do for our community and for being here today. And especially given the fact that art heals. The three of you are living proof of that. So thank you so much.
thank you.
That wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some great things to think about and wonderful things to do. So please go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine.
Tacoma, that's my home, from the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Oh, and you're from the East Coast, oh, and you're from the West, oh, and you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Oh, and you're from the East Coast, oh, and you're from the West, oh, and you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Hey, Tacoma, that's my home, from the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, from the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my